Hello there and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 4. Today we're continuing on with Let's Play. This is episode 27. In today's episode we are taking a look at the race of naturally aspirated sports in the professional league. For that we need a car that has natural aspiration, and naturally we're heading to bloody Australia, mate. I can't do a very good Australian at this time of night.
Never do an Australian.
Congratulations,
Fucking Australian shit, mate.
Anyways,
Hello, I missed the rest of the easy rally events.
yes you
Blue and
did.
orange. No. Okay.
It's time to buy it in
In
velocity.
We are the original. What's the accent anyway?
Bloody hell, mate. Seen a bloody wallaby.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can't make me didgeridoo.
And this video has already insulted everyone in Australia.
Good.
We're only like 15
Oh,
seconds in.
Emil's Australian viewer.
You can supercharge it. Oh my god.
Something to shrimp on the bar.
Oh,
please.
Jesus.
There's many horsepowers
Well,
from
then.
13 grand.
Emile has an Australian viewer base. I mean, I know there is virtues, but
I was about to say, he's insulted his entire Australian viewer base of Jimmy.
oh
He
yeah,
already
there is.
did that with Land Down Under, didn't he?
Oh god.
I come from a land down under.
Ding 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 ding.
Salt
One minute.
flavor.
Something about some Vegemite sandwich.
What?
Lyrics.
Is 394 horsepower enough?
Vegemite sandwiches.
Something put a shrimp on the barbie in the back of my ute.
I've just seen a dingo ate my baby.
Holy shit, yes.
So,
That's a lot of power.
that is some power.
You can...
You know, Emile, I thought you were crazy. Now I know you're insane.
Are you crazy? You out of your mind?
Yes, actually.
Don't call me crazy. I'm just not user friendly.
Let's put a chimp in it.
Let's put.
I thought you said we were putting a chimp in there.
I did say we was putting
That's
a
what
chimp in it.
Why don't we put a Miss Piggy with mini Kermits?
So you can pretty much get a lot of power out of this thing. I imagine you can make about 600 horsepower fully upgraded, which is quite a lot for this game. But anyways, the race of NA Sports, restricted to cars with NA type engines. Is this a championship? No, it's not. We go to Infineon first.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, we get to go to Sonoma.
Yes, Infineon, aka, had about 15 name changes since.
Sears Point is best name. That's just me.
I really like retracted name racetrack.
Game Wiz, have you seen
Laguna
my new
Seca.
channel
What torrent?
art? Have you seen my new channel art?
No, actually. Shoot it to me in a DM.
Get rid of the AIDS.
Well, check the channel first.
No aids allowed.
Yes,
Fair enough.
I hate having the
I'll
AIDS.
do it later then.
Flippy, but it'll be fine.
Fuck the
Oh,
AIDS.
Oh, come on, Emile, it's not that bad.
It is that bad.
I can hot lap with it.
All AIDS are bad. All of them. Including the candy bars.
Now you see, Game Wiz, you can't hot lap with that unless you put comfort hards on it.
Oh, okay, I might have made this car a bit too overpowered, but never mind.
Oh well.
What, did it say 1 point?
It's a 12, and there's a Callaway C12 in this race.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's
Oh, and the
that's,
M3 that you're talking about, yeah.
that's about 12, you know, 12 points. Callaway C12.
Yeah, I can definitely say you have completely overpowered the entire car.
Then again, Emile was doing Project Redacted and that had like a 12-point race and he still lost.
Yeah, but Project
badly.
Rejected was on Ice Arena. This is on Australia's home ground of America.
Yes.
Because
Why?
Australia's home ground.
because if it's good, if it's good in Australian, it ends up in America.
No, if it,
I was gonna say, usually it's the other way around, because here, down in Australia, they try to emulate the American way of life, which is a dumb idea. Please don't ever try to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, you stole
we
their
don't
cars.
want Donald Trump. We don't want Donald
Welcome to
Trump
Australia,
version
where we
two.
put protection on pickup trucks for some reason.
I really don't even need the nitros, I don't think.
I mean,
Bye-bye,
that-
Callaway.
Australia, where everything kills you.
That reminded me of something. Today I fucking saw camera races, like not the last yet, but the one before. You know what it looked this someone
I can't hear a word
Did
you're
the
saying.
owner look like he was balding?
I saw fucking yellow camera races today.
Oh, hey.
almost run me over.
Yeah, did the driver look like he was balding?
No, I was more concerned that he almost ran me over on a crossing.
Do you know what I like about
The
this
other
car?
thing Camaro drivers are good at doing, trying to run people over
Yes.
for no good reason whatsoever.
So,
I mean,
I've formulated
good-
a couple of opinions
Yeah.
on this car.
it-
It's very fast, but as much as an Australian car, it's definitely stolen American suspension because it's very wallowy.
You think?
Wallowy.
Why is it wallowy? It's
But
from
can it turn?
2004. It's supposed to be a new car-ish.
The game.
So this was before America realised that leaf springs weren't a good idea.
Oh, actually, we should give a special shout out to this car, actually.
They only did that like many hundreds of thousands of years ago.
Yes, we should give a quick shout out to this car, actually.
Why?
Because this is
Yes.
one of the only cars that appeared in Gran Turismo 4 and didn't come back for GT5.
Oh.
So hey, would you look at that? We're using a car that's exclusive to this game.
Yes, both FPVs were cut.
How sad.
For
Oh well.
some...
There was only like a couple cars that was cut though.
Yeah, there was this and then every other...
Iron Valley.
It was this and then pretty much all of the fun cars from this game, like the Benz Patent Motor Wagon. And the
Yeah, all
Daimler
the interesting
Motor
Was
Carriage.
cars.
that fun though?
That's in the
I mean, it
Boulevard.
was just slow, really, and it looked funny, but that's about it.
I mean, they did
Listen,
keep the chaparral. Well,
You-
they did keep the 2J.
I mean,
That's a cool
I
car.
will give them that, but
Right.
here's the thing, you've got to keep the Benz Patent Motor Carriage. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it
Benz
does the
Patent
quarter
Motor
mile in a 1 minute and a half, provided you don't over rev it, because if you over rev it, you die. Because
Yeah.
it maxes out at 11 miles an hour, but if you over rev it, because of the strange way this game works on Redline, where it resets your speed, you get put all the way back down to 4 miles an hour.
Oh.
Which isn't fun.
And then
on
you
a
have to
car.
watch it accelerate all over again.
Yes. So,
If you over.
Now, for some reason, the carriage has 2 gears.
that's not
Because
right.
Mercedes were ahead of their time, even though it was the first vehicle ever.
Which is funny, because the wagon doesn't. It's only got the 1 gear.
Well, actually, technically, if you want a fun story, everyone seems to think it's the Patent Motor Wagon was not the first car ever. It was actually the motor carriage, apparently.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the-
I mean,
Yeah,
they
Gran
both
Turismo
came out the same
once
year.
again by
Yeah, but the motor
Emile.
carriage is newer by about a couple of months, I think.
Fair
And
enough.
also has... Right, here's the thing. The Daimler Patent Motor Wagon was the first patented car ever. But the actual motor carriage...
Patented.
Patented. If you want to be fucking American.
Extreme anal.
The patent.
It was patented.
It was the
so
first car to be
three-
patented. There you go.
There we go. There's a there's a way we can agree.
It was in a
Which I
hospital.
won't ever do, but
Yes, but fun fact for you. Of course, both cars have...
He's got that surgical accuracy.
The
That's why.
motor carriage has 1 brake horsepower, I believe it is. You'll see that
And
car
the other
later.
one's got 0.
It's like 0.7.
No, the other one's 0.5. Like, that's the actual physical, real-life measurement. Hey, do you want to know something fun about horsepower?
What?
It's not really called horsepower, it's called cow power.
Yeah, do you know how much horsepower a horse produces?
0.1.
7.
15.
Oh.
Ha!
oh, okay.
Stupid.
And why they
It's
call me
something
horsepower? I'm confused now.
So technically 3 horses almost have the same amount of power as my Panda did, but never mind. Also a horse...
To do with the
Your
personal
Panda had 3 horsepower.
power.
Yeah,
Power.
You can brag about that at work.
Question is though, what's the power to weight ratio on a horse? How heavy is a horse?
Horse is a variable weight if you
They're
couldn't
very
tell.
fucking heavy.
Like,
You know, now I want horse racing, and then Jeff Gordon show up and say, "Remember, the horse is heavy."
well, the thing with horses is, like, stallions have massive erections, so that must weigh them down. Like,
Why do you bring this up?
have you not seen
You
a
know what?
stallion?
And there goes Emile's monetization for the video.
He's never
Well done,
monetized
Emile,
anyway,
you
so.
cost yourself money.
Apricot Hill Raceway. Have you not seen them? They're huge.
They are massive.
They're like the size of a truck.
They are. They are.
It is literally
So-
a 5th leg.
I'm sad to admit that I've seen one.
It's a rite of passage.
It is. I'm glad we can agree that they are indeed massive. The CLK
They are.
Moving on.
CLK 55 is naturally aspirated.
Any of you know this?
Well, if it weren't massive, we wouldn't have horsepower having.
I mean, Emile, the K stands for compressor, so it's naturally aspirated. It's not a turbo, it's a compressor.
The compressor's a supercharger.
Yeah.
That's not natural aspiration.
Compressor literally means supercharger in German.
Yes, hence why the Toyota Corolla
Yeah,
compressor
but
is called the
This
Toyota
game
Corolla
came from
compressor.
Japanese people and they can't speak German.
Yeah, for
Ah,
whatever
that's why.
reason, it,
I can't speak
Oh.
German, I'm calling them out.
I
Like
will say
bullshit.
it's a bit weird in this game. They added the supercharger upgrader finally, but the game doesn't seem to really recognise supercharged cars as supercharged, i.e. the AW11 with the supercharger on it. You can't really do anything with it because it's got
You
the
can't
s-
upgrade the supercharger on it.
Yeah, you can't upgrade the supercharger on it, and you can't put a turbo on it for twin charging. So it's actually, I think it works out better to buy the standard AW11.
Yeah, it's something like that, yeah.
I mean, they surely were too lazy to
Well,
implement
well,
the supercharger.
Anyways, food. Be back in a while.
Okay.
Delicious food.
Good food, yes.
Have fun, eat.
Is it delicious food though? That's the question.
No reply.
350Z, 350Z. Oh my fucking god! There's a hairdresser on my tail. Hey, have you heard the new rumor?
Well,
Nissan might be releasing a new sports car.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me guess. Let me
It's
guess
a
what it
wonderful
is. It's
thing
called
about the
the R36 Skyline.
Nope.
They
Of course,
made
the
that-
390Z.
Nope.
The Skyline isn't being updated, it's just a virus that keeps evolving.
Yes.
Yeah,
Apparently,
I mean,
that-
they finally understood that the 350Z, 370Z was a bit old now.
Yes.
They
So
were like,
apparently there's a
Dead.
that concept that they made a while ago has now got a name.
well.
It's now the 400Z.
Wow!
Oh boy.
So
That's
they
like
did
a
the
few more than the 370.
I hope they make it all-wheel drive in reference to the Nismo 400R.
They wouldn't do that because Nissan are boring.
True.
Yeah, Nissan are boring.
They are these days.
They,
Yeah.
they,
Didn't-
It's
well, no car maker used to be boring before, but now that we know like the limits of where we can go, because car experimentation is dead now.
Yeah.
crossovers.
Kind
Let
of-
that crossover sell.
Do you know what I like about this game?
Well,
The crossover cell.
No, the fact that you can sort of see. It's quite funny to come back to this game, considering obviously because I'm old. I don't think this game's very old, but it was like 14 years ago. It's quite crazy
Yeah.
to see the fact that like when this game came out, Mitsubishi was good, and also
this game is 2 years older than me. What the hell?
Jesus Christ,
I know.
oh god,
Wrong person here.
I feel very old now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah, you fucking old mate.
Yeah, back when this game was released, Mitsubishi was good and they still had 2 decent years left in them.
Yeah, they had to. Yeah. Meanwhile, Nissan, when this game came out, Nissan was sort of on the decline.
Yeah, but
I'm going to tell you when Nissan starts to decline, when they let themselves be bugged by Renault.
What, 1999?
Yeah, at
That's
that
when the
point,
R34 Skyline was released. That's probably like one of the best years in Nissan history because all the fanboys in like 2001 went.
Yeah, no, but,
That was a noise.
but what you don't get, I mean, they released it because it was from before Renault take over, and then Renault said, yeah, let's stop that shit. It's not, it's costing money. Let's make dumb silly cars.
no, it was the
useless.
ultimate jump the shark moment.
No,
They did it and it's all been downhill since.
The GTR killed Nissan.
Yeah.
You don't
Actually,
say.
actually, that's surely actually the thing because it was surely.
yeah, because the
Lots of them.
350Z replaced the GTR, basically.
Bring
'cause
back
that's
the
why the
Nissan
Skyline became a
Primera.
luxury car.
No,
Bring
no,
back to the Nissan
no,
Pulsar.
hey,
The Pulsar
They
did
did-
come back.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still a thing, but there is a new Pulsar, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, there is a new
Bring
Pulsar.
back Stud
Bring back the Nissan
guys.
Sunny.
I actually don't hate the new... I've got to be honest, I actually quite like the new Pulsar, but I don't think they sold any of them because I'd run by the cash guy.
Why is everyone that
Speaking of
owns a
crossovers.
a massive cunt?
Boots, that's never a good way to get me interested in a sentence, mate.
No, Lotus is planning on making one.
Oh, God. Mind you, they are owned... Are they still owned by Proton these days?
Something
No,
like that.
Proton's gone.
No, Proton still exists. Proton's on a relaunch at the moment.
No, they got sold to Gili, the one that owns.
Oh,
Volvo.
Geely. Yes.
Oh, that. Oh, Geely. Oh, boy.
So basically, that fucking crossover is surely going to be an XC90 with a Lotus badge.
I'm fine with that. Because the XC90 is cool. And also, an XC90 is not a crossover because an XC90 can actually do things.
Like being XC90.
Yes.
Well, it's supposedly a McCann competitor.
Madeline McCann?
Clearly,
Twin
yes,
ring
it's gonna go missing.
Motegi!
Dead.
Actually, no,
Oh,
that's the
boy.
best possible outcome because then it'll go missing in the factory,
Can I...
and the designers will just blame
Right.
everyone else for it.
I'm gonna get shot for
Porsche,
this.
yeah, Porsche will say they have no idea what happened after having scrubbed blood off the carpet for a month.
I'm gonna get shot for this.
Oh no.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, go on.
Don't know.
I sort of like the McCann.
Silence.
Cannons.
I thought you were going to say something about how you didn't care about Madeline McCann going missing.
Oh, I
but
don't.
I don't-
Her parents murdered her. This is pretty
Yeah,
obvious at this
apparently
No, fair.
murdered her and covered it up.
But I actually kind of like.
No,
the,
that's actually worse.
I actually kind of like the Porsche Macan. I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks quite cool.
Better than the KM.
Oh, it looks better than the Cayenne. Fucking the new Cayenne. I still can't get over that face.
So.
Do you know what else I can't get over?
What?
The fact that the TVR T350 exists. Because I look at that car and I'm like, you turned into the Sagaris at some point.
It's like a Sagaris before someone with a knife.
Yeah, exactly. It confuses the fuck out of me, that car, because it's like, everyone forgets that that car is a thing. Like,
I forgot TVR was a thing, to be honest.
How can you forget TVR?
Well, it's fine, they're coming back with a new
No, I
factory
knew
in
it still
Wales.
existed. Like, I knew it existed, I just didn't know they made new cars.
About the new Pulsar, they actually still make it.
yeah, I saw it in real life. It made me sexual.
But basically, it's for them it's an in between the Qashqai and the Note.
Oh, the
So
Lotus?
No, the Pulsar.
Oh, the Pulsar? Yeah, the Pulsar.
Yeah,
It just didn't sell
Basi-
because hatchbacks don't sell anymore. Because,
yeah,
no
but
crossover.
I mean, yeah, basically it's a smaller Qashqai and the bigger Note.
Hey, look, it's a BMW M3 CSL. You cost 3 times as much as this car does. Bye bye.
I get these.
I'm being bullied by the well, he is a BMW driver after all. There is a reason I'm being bullied.
Oh, look.
Did
Oh,
he
wait a
forget-
minute.
Did he forget to use his indicators to give me?
Yeah, I
Wait,
sort of
yeah,
got
wait,
alongside him and then he just sort of started pushing.
Goal.
Actually, I was almost hit by an Audi earlier. Not a BMW, but use indicators.
It wasn't almost hit by an Audi, though.
Yeah, I think that's like
yeah,
a
but
daily
it was like
occurrence.
roundabout,
Yeah.
like around the exits. Like when the exits, and basically I saw an Audi come towards, and it's like it didn't have its indicators on, so I just assumed it was going straight through.
Never
I don't
assume.
think-
Okay,
Oh,
cross.
how wrong you were.
Oh, it
It's
is.
one of the, yeah, no, it's one of the things
You
I
a
hate when
fucking idiot.
I
Not
know.
having the indicators is the BMW's job,
If
though.
you don't indicate off a roundabout, you should be shot.
Yeah.
I know.
God.
That's the it's around. Like, you know, people are still walking.
It's so stupid.
German cars using indicators.
Okay, there's a crossing in my town that it's basically like a
The fuck was that?
The fuck was what?
I heard some serious boosting.
What?
Huh?
That's
What?
something on your
Yeah.
end.
Must have been.
I heard nothing.
Anyway, continue.
Yes.
yeah, no, there's a crossing in my town where people don't use their indicators on at all. So I basically, because it's like sort of a two-way, it's sort of like a junction right before crossing.
Mm-hmm.
At the crossing, it's like waiting for the green man or whatever, and you're just like, okay, I'll cross, you know, whenever there's a gap in the cars.
Yeah.
So you just stand there, no one's indicating, so half the time you just have to sort of guess.
Okay.
It's just a...
Hey, am I going today? Yes.
Yes, you
No,
are.
no. Oh fuck! That guy
Sorry,
didn't
everyone who
indicate.
doesn't use
I'm
their
dead.
indicators is being shot in Az's Britain.
Yes.
Even
I'm
for
starting a political
pedestrians, it's just
campaign. Fuck this.
why?
As is Britain. I'd rather have Attenborough as Britain, but okay.
I'm close as you get.
It's just where you get a bunch of wild animals released on you.
Oh
if
no,
you,
but it'd be
don't
great.
use
Can you
indicators.
imagine? Live from the lighthouse, yes. Live from the lighthouse with David Attenborough.
I thought you were going to say live from the White House.
I've got to deal with the wife today. She's having another child. Time to throw it in the dustbin.
And there you see natural life in its habitat for kitchen.
Have you seen that fucking GTA Geographic?
God.
It's fucking amazing.
GTA and Geographic. Never thought I'd heard
It's
hear
like,
those two words in the
They
same
do
sentence. Alright.
they do a documentary
GTA
style
Geographic.
thing on like every single GTA player, like every type of
Um.
GTA player. I watched one with a girl gamer today. It was quite funny. It's like, watch.
I bet.
She's no different to any of us. This is perfectly normal until she turns her microphone on. And then everyone comes, the griefer shows her the griefer shows her what he can do. The show off shows his nice car. The tryhard shows how many kills he's got.
ACR check, yeah.
Fuck.
And then it got to like another thing where it's just like, but look, here's another one. And she's getting into a car with the tryhard. And they try hard together, they go for bike rides together. And then a couple of hours later they got married. And he says on his microphone, I will love you forevermore. And then she, finally, he sees that icon. She turns her microphone on. Alright mate, my name's Dave.
Fuck's sake.
The tryhard leaves,
That's the best.
never to be seen again. Yeah.
I shall watch GTA Geographic.
Fucking, they had like a boat and everything. It was great. They went into like a GTA Online bad sport lobby as well. That was interesting.
Yeah, I'm on a boat, y'all.
It's going fast, and I got an article feeding patch me to Afghan. God, I'm remembering that really bad Xbox Live rap that someone did with like Modern Warfare 2.
What about Gran Turismo 3?
Listen,
song ever.
Tunnels and trees, thanks for your support. I'd never make it without you. Something I doubt you. You've never seen a racing game this outstanding. PlayStation 2 taking you to a whole new dimension where the cars look fly and they got good suspension.
Good suspension.
Yes,
Why do I know the lyrics?
because it's a fucking fantastic song.
Out of all the games to mention cars with good suspension, Gran Turismo is probably not the one.
It used the Gran Turismo 2 physics. Good suspension, yeah, sure.
Well,
why
Gran
not?
Turismo 3 had suspension. The cars did have
It was
suspension.
jelly.
It was good
Yeah,
easy.
everything was jelly.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't jelly. Gran Turismo 3 was pretty... Actually, no, never mind. We raced everything on race suspension because we just wanted to be done with it. I actually can't...
Oh yeah.
I genuinely can't remember how Gran Turismo 3 drove, actually, to be perfectly honest.
You ever played Gran
Actually-
Turismo 2?
Yes, of course I have.
Just think of that with newer graphics.
Eh,
Well,
Gran Turismo 2 is
Gran
better.
Gran
Turismo
Turismo 3 remastered. Oh man.
can't do it.
Gran Turismo 2 with better graphics is just
Special stage
Gran
round
Turismo
5.
4.
ACR check DMs.
Hey, I'm going to throw a bad opinion.
I shall. Oh
If you
boy,
want-
I has.
GT1 is better than GT2.
I have to
Bad
check
opinion.
mine DMs.
I need to shave my nipples.
Oh my god, Sam.
No, Emile, you don't need to shave them, you need to get them off.
Fuck off, Asa.
Oh, no.
Take a knife and cut your nipple off.
Do you know there's some guy who's done that and he's got them preserved in a pickled jar?
Oh, sexy.
Also, I like
One
it.
to hear today.
Do you know what I like about this race?
Oh.
Not only is there an M3 and an M3 CSL, so we can see how much an extra... I think it costs like an extra 50 grand to buy the CSL. So we get to see that thing, and we also get to see another car which I should have used for this race, come to think of it. The Proto Motors Spyro is in this race.
Yes. Oh, I love that thing.
Look at it. Isn't it so weird? It's cool. It's like
So
a Lotus
cool
Esprit,
looking.
but Korean.
It's what it
It's
is.
got like a 3.8 litre V8 though, doesn't
4.6
it?
V8, because they were Mustang engines in this game.
Just Mustang engine.
Or was it a 3.8 litre V6 it always came with an option for?
I'm not sure what engines it came optioned with. Like I said, I know the
That
one in this
Jeep
game
engine.
is 4.6 litre V8 single overhead cam.
And-
Or is it the dual overhead
Yeah.
cam version? I can't remember.
Yep. An engine so ancient it makes Jesus look young.
Speaking of Jesus looking at something, that's the worst colour on a BMW I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Don't you just love
I
that?
don't know. I
is
don't like the
colour that exists.
yellow thing.
Oh, the piss gold for the BMW M4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not particularly great.
Like it, to be honest, but okay.
Yeah, golden shower yellow.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne's wedding reception in yellow. It's not exactly the best one.
Alright, what have I missed?
We're seeing how quick BMWs are.
Hmm.
There's an M3 behind us, there's a CSL in front of us. We're seeing how much an extra 50 grand gets you.
And I'm calling the R27 gay and smelly.
You're calling him gay,
Yeah.
wasn't his name on here literally at one point just gay?
Yeah, it was. Welcome to my life.
Fuck it.
I
Fuck the
really don't
gay.
want to stay.
You're more than just the sexuality, you little shit.
More than a
Okay then.
How? I mean, technically, when it comes to sexuality, can you be actually? No, I'm not going to say that because people are going to be like, "Yeah, all inclusive."
Say it, say it.
I am attracted
Say
to
it.
Apache helicopters and Chinooks.
Yeah.
Oh!
I identify myself as the Apache helicopter gunship.
I still like in Russia that you can identify yourself as whatever you want. It's great.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, part of the Russian,
it's so
I
I
Russian
identify,
helicopter
I
flies
identify
you.
myself as a smoke grenade.
Part of the Russian constitution is you're allowed to identify your race as anything you want it to be.
I'm moving
It's
to
way
Russia.
too
I identify myself as a wall.
I identify myself as a KA-50 Black Shark and attacking.
So does that mean I can identify myself as Vladimir Putin?
You could
I
do.
identify myself as that horrible colour that M3 was in.
Yeah.
I
Do that.
identify myself at 6 AM on a Monday morning.
Game
The
is you do that, and the next day you're drinking poison, you know, like
Relax.
heavy shit.
When am I not drinking poison?
I mean, when you're not
Point.
identifying as
They don't
Vladimir
drink
Putin
poison, it was a
because-
nerve agent this time.
This time.
Oh.
And I just think they decided to, like, have the nerve agent there.
This is going to be like.
So
alternate.
BMWs are fast, but they're not as
That
fast
nerve
as
agent
this
costs
thing.
more than Windows.
BMWs are not as quick as.
So I identify myself as Windex.
Yes, 100 grand BMWs are not as quick as 50 grand Australian cars. Although they probably
With, like,
handle better.
$2 grand in upgrades.
It's got what's it got? Nitrous, natural aspirations, and weight reduction and some sport tires. I think it's 15
Okay,
grand. So
10
like,
grand.
to buy this car, it's like 55 grand.
So yeah, this car is still more affordable,
Yes,
even
and
with the upgrades.
I believe this is still 20 grand cheaper than a stock M3.
Welcome to Gran Turismo 4.
And this comes in a better shape. As much as I do quite like the Laguna Seca blue colour for a BMW, this car comes in a better colour. In fact, it comes
still
in
don't
many
get
better
why-
colours.
Why didn't you pick Vibe?
Besides, Velocity is a great color.
Because I really like this colour. I'm a sucker for turquoise, what can I say?
Orange is the
For
best.
some reason that reminded
Emile.
me of the guy who
Emile.
drives a
Mm.
a chameleon coloured Chrysler PT Cruiser
Oh, God.
around where I live.
Oh yeah, they did come in that colour.
Yeah, and it
Anyways,
just
what was I
horrible.
gonna say?
I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah. I remember
They
now.
were-
It's not turquoise, it's Velocity.
It is Velocity. Do you know what I like about
Can't
this car?
discriminate the colours. Do not discriminate.
Yes, do not disintegrate. Do you know what I like about this?
What?
You know this is a 2004 car.
Mhm.
I noticed it looks vastly similar to the 2015 version of this car that is in Forza Horizon 3 and Forza 7, so I don't
Yeah,
think
but
Ford
updating
Australia
cars is
does
pointless.
innovation particularly well.
Has Australia aged
It's
at all?
because it's because it's Australia. What the hell do you expect from them? They only created the rotary washing line.
Yeah, it's basically just a bunch of convicts have gone together and
Yeah,
stolen
the
the
rotary
Ford.
washing line is fucking
Clearly.
itself.
Trial Mountain.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Make sure you jump over the gantry at the end.
Oh
I mean,
no,
also-
we've had bad experiences with that
If
recently.
you can't roll a car in this game, so it's fine.
I
You've
mean,
got to do it.
Try hard
also-
now.
to talk about.
There's a
off-road
Zonda.
that-
Oh boy.
Ah, bye.
Oh,
Oh no, it's
funny
fine.
thing about the
It's fine.
Zondas.
This is Zonda that isn't
Well-
limited.
You'll we can work out.
Emile,
Yes?
here's the thing. The standard C12 in this game is very slow. Like, it does not have the top end of the other
Doesn't
Zondas.
look like it.
Yeah, I'm sort of watching it currently bully an SVT.
It's got the acceleration, but that's about it.
It's actually
Isn't
identified
it
as the SUV Cobra R's rear wing.
Has it still got the completely fucked gear ratios from GT3?
Yep,
Oh, good.
it does.
Nice. And people said for this part buy an NSX. Look, 100 grand NSX being beaten by... Wait a second, that Audi was naturally aspirated?
NSX is a gay.
Oh, that was
Guaranteed.
when the...
Silence you.
That's when the S4 had a V8 in it, isn't it?
When the S
2003, I think that Audi S4 is. I think that's when they had V8s in them.
V8, V8, V8.
Back when
Yeah,
Audi
yeah.
were like making interesting engines.
Yeah, when they put biggest engine in the S and RS models and made them like 500 HP stock.
Yeah, because this was like... This was the golden age, because that's when they stuck naturally aspirated V8s in the RS cars, and then you also had the upcoming V10 engines.
And then they got, that's not good.
Oh,
It's-
we say
And
that's
look
not
at them
good.
now.
I found something out about Audi the other day,
But
What?
and I need to
They exist.
fact check this, but Forza Discord was pretty insistent on it. Apparently, Audi is one of the only people still making superchargers.
Oh,
They still have
Oh, that's
supercharged
impressive.
engines.
big
Oh,
charge.
you almost jumped over it.
That was not a good move. Not gonna lie, that sort of was completely unintentional.
I mean, the landing was
who
fine
else?
because you got soft suspension, as
I mean,
you do with all American cars. So.
Yeah, it's gotta have good suspension where the cars will
You
fly.
can't always fly and it got good suspension.
like
Actually, yeah, who else is making supercharged cars?
I think Vauxhall still do.
No,
no, Vauxhall doesn't exist and nobody cares.
the Vauxhall doesn't exist. It kinda does. It's just better now.
Oh, it's owned by the bloody French.
Yes, which makes it better.
Yeah.
The French don't exist.
Because
What's better, Opel or Vauxhall? Please
Which
answer
is
now.
a bit like
the
saying
same.
that French bacon is better than British bacon.
No, will take the French owning Vauxhall over GM owning Vauxhall.
Yeah.
Because
Why? At least GM has got money.
Hey,
the French have got more money than the fucking Americans. Are you
French
kidding
is
me?
the get.
I was gonna say,
Hey, Peugeot
don't
got-
let America up anything.
Yeah, fucking.
It is a bad
You
idea,
do realise
especially
PSA
with our current president.
PSA had more money than GM does, probably.
The idea is you give Vauxhall to whoever's more likely to go bankrupt. That way, then we kill Vauxhall.
Yes. The thing is, it's like, listen,
so
the
it should
listen,
just-
right?
Yeah,
The Corsa is dead. Let's fucking rejoice. Because the Corsa, now that it's under
Wait.
PSA ownership, soon will be dead because it'll just be a Peugeot 208 with a different face on it. And so it can actually become a good car finally. Because a Peugeot... I've driven 208s, they're not bad. The engines are horrific, but the actual cars themselves are quite fun.
yeah, but
That's fixed
But
my nickname.
wait, there's more.
what?
What?
The modern day Peugeot drivers, they'll migrate over to that car.
Oh no, Vauxhall drivers are already horrific enough. Like, Vauxhall drivers are worse than Peugeot drivers. There's sort of a hierarchy. It's sort of like the three faces of awful drivers. You have, in the blue corner, people who drive Peugeots. In the red corner you have people who drive Vauxhalls, and in the yellow you have Mini drivers.
Oh yeah.
Many drivers aren't too bad.
No, Mini
Yeah,
drive.
they are.
I got crashed into by a Mini driver.
Oh, with which
And then
car?
there's an
Who
American
hasn't been crashed
that
into
comes
that
in.
many times, though?
In the
Oh,
Emile,
there's, yeah,
You
yeah.
want to make it a fatal four-way?
There's all.
Here in the States, we have something called Prius drivers.
Listen, GameWiz, we have better
Everywhere
than
has
that.
race drivers. Have you been to London?
GameWiz, we have
No.
better than that.
Because I've never been out of the country.
There's
Gee
a
whiz.
there's a growing thing I'm seeing at the moment. I don't know why. I'm a bit scared of it.
What?
Recently, I've been seeing more Dodge Nitros.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh no!
Where I live now.
What the fuck?
Everyone drove a Dodge Nitro for some reason.
Yes,
That was weird.
You mention it, yeah. I think I'm starting to see more nitros.
it's Dodge Nitros and Jeep Commanders as well. They're particularly awful.
I've never heard of those.
I've
Dodge
actually
Demon.
never seen a Ford Escape before I moved here, and now I have.
Yes, the Ford Cougar.
Oh, there's many Ford Cougars.
Also, do you notice the Zonda didn't even place in second?
Did
it
it
got
not? I
third.
didn't even pay any attention. Where did
It got third.
Oh,
I mean,
Congratulations, Zonda, you did a Need for Speed Pro Street.
the Kuga isn't that.
the Mustang SVT Cobra came last.
As it should.
The Zonda lost to an Acura. That's embarrassing.
Anyways,
Not.
time to prize car.
Your performance machine.
On that
Oh
a bit.
boy,
right?
Priz here.
And
Wondering what sounded like I was jizzing in my pantaloons.
ooh, hello.
Oh look, it's an NSX, but half of it isn't an NSX, it's just black.
No, it's in my colours.
It is in boost
Oh, yeah,
colours,
it's the NSX Boost Edition.
Yeah, it does look. Yeah, it does look. I've.
Yeah.
which is ironic
It's an
considering
advertisement.
it's not got any boost in it.
Oh,
I don't care.
And it probably doesn't run on E85, so.
Oh yeah, right, because ethanol. Haha.
ha ha.
Where is it?
Ha
I've
ha.
heard
Oh, there it is.
Mere mortals.
Ha ha. ha.
Has anyone else noticed my nickname yet?
Good amount of power, actually. Anyways, that's it for this episode. We are now on 11.7% complete. Also, you might notice I forgot to complete that race, so what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to complete that race that I forgot to complete before we started rolling this time, and then I'm going to catch you in the next episode. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.